I was running through the six with my woes.
Yeah. I was running through the six with my woes. You know how that shit go. 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 Running through the six with my woes. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go.
Hey world, you know who this is. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with Dr. Raj. I know it's been a while, but I'm glad to be back. It's something special today. I have a guest coming in, and he want to promote his movie, and I'm trying to help him. And he also a brother of mine, and let's welcome him, Mitchell. What's going on, bro? How you been, man?
What's up, man?
Same old, man.
How you?
Chillin'. Thank you for coming, man.
Hey, man. Glad to have you, man.
Word.
Glad to be here, you know.
Word, no problem.
Humble.
Word, let's get straight to the point.
Word.
10 things people wanna know about you. You know what I'm saying?
They really want to know?
Yes, they really wanna know.
What? No doubt.
Alright. How you came up with the name? What is the name of your movie, by the way?
Well, I mean, the name of my movie is Reserved, The Reserved. You can catch that, actually a little snippet of that on YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
What's different from other movies with your movie?
Well, you know, my movie is basically like, you know, a little, you know, teen or whatever growing up, you know what I'm saying, the average in the hood, you know what I'm saying, this, down the third, and just, you know what I'm saying, evolving into, you know what I'm saying, basically a man, you know what I'm saying, and basically seeing the light, you know what I'm saying.
Okay. And when is your movie coming out?
Actually my movie is coming out summer 2016, so you know what I'm saying, look out for that.
You know, look out.
You know what I'm saying, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, G. Jitto, you know what I'm saying, Cool Joe, all that, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
J.I., you know what I'm saying, Les, Word,
that's what's up. And you also got a music side of you. Tell us about yourself.
But yeah, man, I did one dabble, man, with a little bit, man, you know what I'm saying, somebody, you know what I'm saying, told me I was an onion. You know what I'm saying? You know, peel back the petals, man. You know, and you know, you reveal a little bit something about me. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But yeah, you know, I dabble with the music a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Started like a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know what I'm saying? I took my career route. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just play around with it right now. You know what I mean? What?
Okay. Where they can reach you at? What? No. By the way, what other projects you got coming up?
Actually, right now, I'm acting in a film. You know what I'm saying? Directed by, you know what I'm saying, Joseph Leaf. You know what I'm saying? You can catch him at, you know what I'm saying, All Legal Business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, .com or whatever. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. We're working on a little project called Thought Life. You know what I'm saying? I'm acting in that, you know, doing my thing or whatever, showing a little extra side of me. You know, that's a little onion. You know, maybe peeling back the little extra stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
well, where they can reach you at?
You can catch me, man. You can catch me, you know what I'm saying, my Instagram, you know what I'm saying, MoneyMitch161. You know what I'm saying, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You can hit me up on that. You know what I mean?
What about other sites they can reach you at?
You know what I'm saying? Other sites, yeah, man. Well, we can keep that, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit me at the Instagram, man. What?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's where you can catch me at. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man. Money Mitch, man. MoneyMitch161, man. That Instagram, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hit me up there, yo.
Okay. Now, that's when shit start getting really real now, son. That's why I said, you ready for it?
Hey, man, I'm always ready, man.
Okay.
I'm ready, yo.
All right. When you think of a woman, what's the first thing you think about?
Whew. When I think of a woman, what's the first thing I think about, man? I'm gonna sit back on this one, right?
Yeah.
So, like, when I think of a woman, first thing I think about, man, I think about, like, what do a woman, like, I look at it from my case, you know what I'm saying? What do a woman have to offer me? Right? Because you know what I mean? Me as a man, right? Because I'm a man, right? I have a lot to offer a female, you know what I'm saying? Offer a woman. So, you know, I like to say, like, what do she have to offer me? You understand what I mean? And I ain't saying that in no cocky way. I'm just saying that in a grown man perspective. You understand what I'm saying? So I just try to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what is her intentions? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I kind of think about when I see a woman, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the beautiful women out there. Word.
Yeah, shout out.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright, okay. What can he do for you?
That's the question for them. What can you do for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is keeping it 100, right? So, you know, a lot of females, you know what I'm saying, that like, they be having, you know, the offer, you know, what they got between their legs and all that. You know what I'm saying? I keep it PG, you know what I'm saying, for whoever else out there watching. But, you know, they like to keep, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, they like to offer that. But, you know what I'm saying, that's like regular, you know, man, nigga can get that. But, you know what I'm saying, I just like to say, like, what can you offer me besides that?
True indeed.
You know what I mean? How can you make me complete?
Word.
You know what I mean?
True indeed. What do you do for a living?
Me? What do I do for a living, man? I'm actually in the Navy.
Okay. Shout out to all
Shout out, man. Shout out to all my soldiers out there, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Stateside, cross seas, all that, man. Doing the things. But I'm in the Navy, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there 14 and a half years. You know what I'm saying? Word. You know, you might look at me and be like, yo, he look young though, 14 and a half years. But, yo, that's that melanin, you know what I mean? Word.
Yes,
you know, that age great. You feel me?
Yes.
But, you know what I'm saying? Word, you know? But, you know what I mean? I'm in the Navy, man. You know what I'm saying? I pay my respects, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, my soldiers and all that, man. You know, defend my country, you know what I'm saying, on a daily basis.
True indeed.
You know what I mean? My music or, you know what I'm saying, my movies is just, you know, my hobbies and stuff like that I do, you know what I'm saying, on the side. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But that's my career, though. The Navy is my career.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And it's the last thing. How is the family like to you? What it did for you that you could teach other fathers out there in the world?
Well, you know, shout out to my little girls, man. Josiah, you know what I'm saying, Asian Nate. My
Shout
two
out.
beautiful babies, you know what I'm saying. I could just say, man, you know, just be there for them, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't about the money and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't see that. You know what I'm saying? What they see is, you know, the presents. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying presents as gifts. I'm saying just being there. You know what I'm saying? The talks. You know what I'm saying? If you're not there, the FaceTimes. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying, popping up on them, you know what I'm saying, seeing them from time to time, you know. Yeah, you know, kids love the gifts, you know what I'm saying, but, you know what I'm saying, what they will more, you know what I'm saying, remember is you being there as a father, you know what I'm saying. So, shout out to all the fathers out there, man, that's doing what they're supposed to do, you know what I'm saying, we applaud that, you know what I'm saying, doing what you're supposed to do on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying. You might not make it, you know what I'm saying, be able to be there on a daily basis, my nigga, but like, if you make yourself present, you know what I'm saying, they'll always remember you, man. Word up. So,
Exactly.
shout out to all the good fathers out there doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, ladies, if you're making it hard for them guys, man, to see their kids, man, don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the last thing you need to do.
Just let them do what they do, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand everybody's situation ain't the same. You feel me?
Everybody is different. But just give them a chance, ladies. And be there for your kids, fellas. You know what I'm saying? It go both ways, you heard? You know what I'm saying? It's been real. You know what I'm saying? Got my special guest, R. Mitchell. And thank you for tuning in.
Yo, man, I like to get some shout outs, man, before you
I'm sorry. Come give a shout out. Yeah.
Hey, first I want to give a shout out to you, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
You know what I'm saying? Thanks for having me, bro. But I want to, you know what I'm saying, give a shout out, you know what I'm saying, my moms, you know what I'm saying, sister, all that, you know what I'm saying, brother-in-law, all that, niece, nephews, you know what I'm saying, my kids, Asian name, Josiah, you know what I'm saying, baby moms, all that, you know what I'm saying, my shorty, you know what I'm saying, all that. But, you know, I wanna give a shout out, man. You know what I'm saying, it's all love, man. BBK, You know what I'm saying? Down building 161.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Jitto. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to
That's my
Jitto.
dude right there. You know what I'm saying? Doing major things right now. Y'all need to be on the lookout for that, man. Like I said, all legal business. You know what I'm saying? G Dot. You know what I'm saying? My man J.I. You know what I'm saying? My man Remo coming up. You know what I'm saying? With the music and all that. You know what I'm saying? My man Cool Joe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, word. You know what I'm saying? And last shout out, man. I'm saying shout out to my nigga Wise, man.
Word.
Rest in peace, my dude. But we doing it for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Respect. You know what I mean? Word.
Thank you. You already heard it. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with Dr. Raj.
Word.